My name is David Harrison. I am 75 years old. This is my first time here, and what I am about to tell you has followed me every night for the past 5 years. This is not the story of how I lost my wife. This is the story of how I lost her long before she died. And if you are in a relationship right now, it does not matter how old you are, or whether you have been married for 1 year or 20 years. You need to hear this, because the mistake I made can destroy everything you love, and you will not even notice it happening. My wife's name was Elizabeth. We were married for 39 years, almost 4 decades. If you had asked me back then, I would have said, we had a great marriage, stable, strong. We did not fight. We did not cheat. We were normal. But no one ever told me this. You can live with someone for 39 years and not truly know them at all. You can sleep in the same bed, eat at the same table, raise children together, and still be complete strangers in the ways that matter most. Elizabeth died 5 years ago. Lung cancer, diagnosed in February, gone in June. 4.5 months from you are healthy till she is gone. 2 weeks before the end, when she could barely speak, she looked at me and whispered, David, we spent our whole lives being right, but we never became close. I did not understand. I was angry, if I am honest. How could that be true? We lived together almost 40 years. We built a house. We raised 2 children. I thought we were a team, but I was wrong. We were not a team. We were 2 people living parallel lives under the same roof. Elizabeth tried for years. She suggested things. Let us take Italian classes together. Do you remember how we used to go to the mountains on weekends? Maybe we could go to a concert. Let us just talk like we used to. And I always found a reason to say no. Too tired, too much work, too expensive. Not now, later, someday. I was not a bad husband. I worked, I paid the bills, I came home every night. I thought that was enough. I thought simply being there was love. But love is not just presence. Love is attention. Love is effort. Love is 1,000 small choices every day. Listening when you are tired. Being curious when you think you already know. Choosing her again and again. I stopped choosing her. Not suddenly. Gradually. One missed conversation. One cancelled walk. One not today turned into thousands. And Elizabeth stopped asking. She found her own interests, her own friends, her own life. We became polite strangers, roommates who happened to be married. I thought that was normal, that passion fades, that all long marriages become quiet, comfortable, but comfort is just a beautiful word for indifference. When Elizabeth got sick, we suddenly had a deadline. All those laters and some days finally had an expiration date, and it was very close. In those last months, we spoke more honestly than we had in the previous 20 years. She told me about dreams she buried, pain she carried silently, moments when she felt invisible. One evening, about a month before the end, she told me she had always wanted to go to Ireland. Her grandfather was from there. She had told me many times over the years, and every time I gave the same answer. Too expensive, not the right time, when we retire, next year never came. She was not angry, she was just sad. I asked why she never pushed harder. She said, I did not want you to do it out of duty. I wanted you to want to share it with me. That sentence broke me. After she died, I found a box in her closet. Inside were letters, unsent, written to me. She wrote about loneliness, about how I was there but absent, about how I chose work television and silence over her. She also wrote about love, about the man I used to be, about hoping I would come back. I was 1 meter away from her, but I might as well have been on another planet. I was not a monster. I simply stopped trying. I thought that because I did nothing wrong, I was doing enough right. But relationships do not die from big betrayals. They die from 1,000 small refusals. If you are in a relationship right now, answer this honestly. When was the last time you truly talked to your partner about life, about fears, about dreams? When was the last time you did something just to see them smile? When was the last time you looked at them and thought, I am so lucky? If you cannot remember, you're walking the same path I did. Your partner will not be here forever, and when they are gone, there is no second chance. I think about Ireland every day, about how little it would have cost me, and how much it would have meant to her. Do not make my mistake. Love is a verb. It is a choice you make every day. The choice to listen, the choice to stay curious, the choice to say yes when it is easier to say later. If you love someone, do not wait. Do not postpone. Call today. Hold them now. Say yes, because one day there may be no time left. If this story reached you, write in the comments, when was the last time you truly talked to your partner? I no longer have time to fix this, but you do.